Happy National Send a Card to a Friend Day. That is today's social media holiday. Happy National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So, guess what we'll be doing today? Today, we'll be sending a card to a friend. But first things first, if you're watching this video, leave us a like and a comment, and we draw a winner every week to win a prize. Because who doesn't love a prize? I know I love a prize. All right, today's topic is, what is education? And remember, you can interact with us live. See, good morning. You can put your comments in there and we can interact live while we're doing this, because that makes it way more fun. I love interactive group. Like, I never like to sit somewhere and be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to talk at you and you just have to listen. I'm like, no, let's ask questions. Let's raise our hand. Let's move our body. Let's do the things. Okay. So what is education? And we're going to start out with the dictionary's version. And this comes from the Oxford Dictionary. So education is a noun, the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or a university. And then the second part says an enlightening experience. All right, so that is what a dictionary says about education. This is what Cindy says about education. I think education is more than just a noun. I think it is, I kind of agree with the enlightening experience. Like, education needs to be a lifelong thing. It needs to be something you literally do from the moment you come out of your mother's womb all the way to the day you take your last breath. You should be getting an education, but it doesn't need to be in four walls. It doesn't need to be in a classroom. It needs to be in the world. Like, the whole world is an education. Talking to people is an education. Playing a game is education. Asking questions, learning to stand up for yourself, being an advocate, those are all ways that are educating to you. The story for today is, my dad was in the military, so most years he had a 2-week summer camp training somewhere in the world. They had 2 weeks that they went off to summer camp. So my mom and dad, being the smart people they are, they decided to take my sister and I along for the 2 weeks. Plus, we went a week before for a vacation. So for several years of my growing up years, we were somewhere for 3 weeks. So one time we went to Hawaii with my dad for summer camp, and at least 2 times we went to Germany with my dad for summer camp. And it always happens to be around my birthday. Like, school started later back then. Everything was after Labor Day most of the time. So my birthday is in like the very beginning of the middle of September. So they would be like, well, you're going to miss the first week of school. And they were okay with that, because what I was going to be receiving, educating myself by going to these different places, learning about different cultures, interacting with different people, learning different countries' customs, and what is common in their country was not necessarily common in our country. So they were like, you're not going to miss out on anything of school. And you know what? They were absolutely right. What I would have learned the first week of school, or the 15th week of school, or the last week of school didn't come in close comparison to the amounts of things that I can learn in a very short period of time about immersing myself in a different culture, or immersing myself in a different state, or in a different country, or a whole different continent. So it really instilled a lifelong of learning to me. And I had to be asking the question of, does learning just happen in a four-wall setting? And if you know how I am now, I think the last thing that happens in a four-wall setting is education. There's so much chaos happening in a classroom setting nowadays that outside in the world is education. Like literally the whole world is a place for you to learn. And it is. So I have a group called Moms in the Middle. It's a bunch of moms just like me, just like you, that all come together to do life together because we are all on different journey. We may have been educated one way, and then we've sat down, taken a big breath, and been like, I don't think I'm going to choose to educate my kids that way. I think I'm going to be outside the box, think differently, go against the status quo and about what people are going to say about me, and choose something different. Well, you know what you're going to need? You're going to need a support group for that, and I got the one. I got the one for everybody that turned left instead of staying with everybody that's going right in a circle over and over and over again. So the link is in the description of that video, in this video. I don't have any words today. All my words are jumbled today. So you're going to jump into that group, and we're going to love to have you there. We'd love to have you there. All right. You're waiting for this. You've made it all the way to the end of the video. You know that Cindy's going to tell you some funny or corny kids joke. So the joke for today, to go along with National Send a Card to a Friend Day, is, and I made it school themed today. I thought that would be fun. Which building has the most stories? So the joke is, which building has the most stories? I'll give you 2 seconds to guess. Which building has the most stories? And the answer is the library. My favorite place in the world, the library. So the library has the most stories. So there you go. You got a joke for your kids today. You get to tell them that fun joke. Be like, I listened to Cindy's video today. I got to see what the fun social media holiday is. I got to learn about education. And then we got a joke. Your kids are going to think you're your superhero. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.